Hey, here, this girl just Snapchatted me this and it has your name on it.
What?
Look,
Oh, it's
can you read? Oh, yeah, that's your
Mar.
girl, bro.
Did she
That's
say
your
Mar is
girl.
what? What she
Wearing a
say?
face
Mar
mask.
is wearing a face mask, but she sent that for you, brother.
Tell her I said what's up.
Rob, so funny. I will. I took a Snapchat of the screen. She said, "Who's the homie with the dreads and the glasses?" And I said, "That's my boy. I do the podcast with." She goes, "Damn." I was like, "Why?" She goes, "I know the story."
Oh, she was trying to holler, but I'm gay.
She goes, he fine or whatever.
That's funny.
That's dope.
Well, out here breaking hearts. I ain't even on
I
the
know.
fucking like. That shit is funny. Like,
So what's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all enjoying it? Y'all
feeling
point.
locked up. Feeling like Akon, nigga. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Like, this shit sucks. I'm a loner by nature. I never want to be. I never want to leave. But as soon as I can, like, it's like, get me the fuck out of here.
That's happening for a lot of people. It's the opposite. It's like different ends of the spectrum. People that have always been extroverted, now they're like kind of being forced to be introverts. Introverts, they're always introverts, but they don't really now want to be introverts. So it's like,
See, I think introverts is like we're introverts because we can be when we want to be, but like
yeah,
don't nobody want to have to be an
mm-hmm.
introvert. You know, so like that shit. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Do we have a list? I didn't even check the drive, to be honest with you.
Just we have topics.
Thank God. I
Oh,
didn't know.
stimulus checks going out in 6 days. They starting going out on the 9th, bro. Starting to. Some people won't get them till September for whatever reason, but they start going out in 6 days. So I'm looking forward to that.
Sweet. Hell yeah, who isn't?
Good.
It's nice that you don't even have to do anything for it if you filed your taxes or whatever.
Yeah. What if they make you do the Tootsie Slide for it?
It would be pretty easy. I think
It would be pretty
do there?
easy. That look like
I'd
an
do
easy
it.
dance. You
I'd
do
do
the
the best
Tootsie
damn.
Slide?
I'd do the best damn Tootsie Slide you ever saw, man.
Left foot slide.
Leo, I think your mic muted.
It is. It totally is.
Man, I keep looking at that. It's like looking at what is that, like a meteor or something coming towards the Earth. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
No, it's the sun, man. It's the sun.
Yeah, I would do I would do the Tootsie Shuffle for my stimulus check. It's too easy not to. Like, if they wanted me to do some hard shit, no,
Yeah.
fuck that. But
Yeah.
I can do right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide, and then turn to the side and do that little dumb shit. Like, yeah.
Either way, you gotta slide.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So you remember more than I
I
already heard it like that was my third time hearing it. But yeah. I forgot about that part.
Hey. I'm really pumped about these stimulus checks. I didn't know they were going out in 6 days. That's pretty sweet. So I was thinking, if I don't lose my job, I'm going to I'm gonna use it for I'm gonna invest it maybe. And because if you lose it, it's not like you're losing your money. It's just kind of like free money almost.
invested in Bitcoin.
Possibly. But the fall of society is upon us, and decline of our currency.
Fall of society. Nobody wants to.
Nobody wants the money. You're killing me. You're funny. No, yeah, but if I do lose my job, I'll probably choose to pay bills and stuff, what its intended purpose is. But if not, I'll probably use it to either do that or improve my home, to be honest.
What would you do?
What, inside the house?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do the floors, so I'll probably use it to pay for the floors, maybe carpet upstairs, like the baby's room, and the stairs, carpet the stairs. So
let's go.
That's right. Let's go.
The baby's room.
The babies. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Video out. It's kind of dope, actually.
He told me he wanted some shit with some bop in it, so.
the hell's Leo at?
I kind of like. I kind of
don't
like.
know.
I ain't gonna lie.
Right
I
here.
know
There
you
you
don't
go.
really care for his music, but I kind of like his music.
I like him as an entertainer. I do not like his music. I like him on features. I like him as a rapper, but I don't like his music. Put it like that.
Yeah.
I
Talking
think Lil
about-
Dicky. Kind of like
It makes-
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, see, Lil Dicky's like his music's like, it's like it's not like something I
Comedic.
want. Yeah,
But
it's good for like a one-time listen, maybe.
yeah, like Jordan Lucas.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like Jordan Lucas, like, all right, you made a song about how Will Smith inspires you using a bunch of Will Smith movies and wordplay, like with
Which
it's
was
not
good
like
though. I like
was
the video.
dope.
The video was
dope.
great.
His videos always dope. The songs are always dope, but it don't have like replay value. It's too heavy, like it's too concentrated into one subject to have
Yeah.
replay value.
Yeah.
It's like
I can
making a
see
song
that.
about fucking school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody would have bumped that.
Man, I used to bump. I missed the bus.
That's different. That's about
Sometimes.
not going to school,
Yeah.
nigga. That's different. I missed the bus. Now, that's something I would never, ever do again. I was up, he was up, but he laid back down. That's Jake too young for that.
No, don't know.
You ever heard of Crisscross?
Crisscross.
Jump, jump. The Mac Dad'll make you jump.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, they made, yeah.
We'll
was
see what.
shit. When we was kids, like, that's crazy. You was probably like -2 in Crisscross as well. Like,
Probably.
That was, I mean, they were kind of a one-hit wonder, though, weren't they? I mean, that was obviously.
no.
No, really?
Oh, they had a couple albums. They had The Bomb after the first album. That
Well,
shit
okay,
was
but
hard.
I think of a one-hit wonder as like that's your main hit, and you don't have much else. Yeah, you got other albums and stuff, but like that's what made them, obviously. And then before anything after that wasn't as.
I mean, I Missed the Bus was a big. I mean, they don't have a hit bigger than Jump, but they had other hits. It ain't like that was just like they only hit. But they ain't had anything bigger than that. But like a lot of people are like that, where their first hit is their biggest hit.
And then they go downhill from there, or not. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
Not
other
really
people like
You
that.
can still have a good long
uh,
career, and just never have like say you
name an
sell
artist. Name an
you have a
artist.
diamond single like Nelly.
Drop a name. Yes, exactly. Nelly is a good one.
Like
He was huge.
Country Grammar is bigger than How to Hear, even though How to Hear is a better song to me.
I like Hot in Here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
he stayed around on the mainstream scene for a while. I don't remember Crisscross staying on the mainstream, but maybe because I wasn't paying that much attention to rap back then. That could be. I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
he
I mean,
only
they
had
was
a couple
kid
of
rappers.
songs. Yeah.
They wasn't gonna have like super long careers, but just going off what you were saying, like Nelly's biggest single was on his first album. After that, his numbers went down, but they were still great numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can still have a good career even without topping your first hit.
I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know, St. Lunatics wasn't as good as.
No, definitely not.
But
No,
Yeah,
so you
it
don't like
was
St. Lunatics?
It
It's
was
the man
fucking
was
hard.
like,
got a couple good songs on there.
I ain't got a club.
Ain't got a clue. No, I like Midwest Swing. What you think? We live on a farm?
They could be for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody really do. Like people who like New York, people who live on the East Coast think Ohio and like Midwest is all like farmland. They literally believe that.
Kind of is. Like, if you don't
No.
go out of
Yeah.
Cleveland, bro, leave Cleveland and it's pretty much all just
I
country.
mean, you gotta
No,
go like
nah,
no.
bro.
Where? Where else?
You
Where
got
else?
You got
Akron,
Columbus, you got
you got
Cincinnati,
Columbus,
you got Youngstown, you got Toledo.
There are cities all over. They might not be as developed as Cleveland, but they're not the country.
And Columbus is
Yeah.
much better than Cleveland.
Yeah,
As
Columbus.
far as-
Well, living
It
is
is.
better in Columbus. Like the actual shit to do is more shit to do in Columbus. But Columbus downtown is garbage. Columbus downtown look like a third of
Dude.
ours, and our downtown ain't shit.
But look at our
That's
downtown.
true.
Yeah, our downtown is horrible. Like
That's what I'm saying.
it's trash.
Columbus
Our
ain't got a
downtown
building that's
does
over
suck.
like 20 stories. Like they downtown is just short. It look weird. Downtown cannot be short as fuck. If I can fly a drone over all the buildings in your downtown, it's whack. I'm sorry.
Well, now there ain't
I'm
nothing
serious.
going down downtown.
Ain't nothing going on nowhere. Like shit. I'm sorry, I'm still paying for parking.
Hey,
who
this is where
pays
I rise above all.
Hey,
the
dude,
fucking
I didn't even think about
party
that.
passes, motherfuckers. This is where they're always like, you know what, Jake, you should get a party pass. You'll save money. And I'm like, you know what, you're right, but like, there's times that I don't go to work. I work from home sometimes. And look at this now. I haven't paid for parking in like fucking a month. I'm not gonna pay for parking for the next month. Dude, I've saved so much money. I like look at my bank account. I got a couple extra $100. I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? No more paying for parking every single day. No more buying lunch at all those expensive places every day because Subway is only good one day out of the week.
So all those expensive places, like your ass be going to fucking the
Bro, I spend like
steakhouses for lunch.
$12 to $15.
Oh, what? You don't even eat shit. You eat like a bird.
Bro, I get. Well, you know what I really like? That's the max. That's the max, right?
Hey
there.
Jay, where was that one place that downtown? Was it an Asian place?
Balance.
You and I and Ashley went.
Yeah, Balance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
And
That's the one place. That's the Asian place run by white people.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of black people there too, actually.
Is that still popping or what? Is that still popular?
I haven't went there in a while, but right now I'm assuming no.
Hey, you never know, dude. Hey, they got to carry out. Carry out.
Don't nobody live down there though. Well, some people do.
Well, some people live downtown, and I'm sure you can go pick it up. And then maybe they're open for Grubhub or whatever, or DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that shit. Yeah. Living downtown would suck right now.
Fucking A, I wouldn't want
No, dude, I'd like to go walk around on the empty streets and shit.
Catch that Rona?
It's not airborne, Jake.
That Rona, that's what they say. No,
it's not just like floating around in the air.
I know, but it's just your luck. You touch one thing and then you get it.
But downtown is where all the homeless people are, so that shit might be floating through the air. Homeless people just coughing all day.
Yeah, homeless people get that shit if they die.
Oh yeah, 6ix9ine is out of jail right now. Like he's at home chilling.
I know. How the hell did he get out? Because of the corona, right?
He has asthma. His lawyer was like,
"Oh my god,
it's a risk for him to be in jail with all these people. He could be exposed to COVID-19 and have health complications. He would be much safer at home." So he got out.
Yeah, how do you deny that? That seems like a pretty solid.
You couldn't. They let him out. He on house arrest.
It's good, but how many months did he have left anyway? He didn't have over
He still got to finish that on house arrest. He can't just he's not free. He has to finish his sentence at home. He has to check in with
He's gonna be in quarantine anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to check in with his PO daily, video chat. No bullshit. That should just sound funny. But yeah, he got to check in with his PO daily. He can use social media. People thought he wasn't gonna be able to use social media, not use the internet. He can use the internet. He ain't popped up yet, but I'm sure it'll happen sooner or later.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh shit.
Let me pull up the let's read pull up. So damn dude, how the fuck did we cover 4 out of the bro, we covered so many topics in the span of fucking 10 minutes.
Maybe them ain't huge topics. They ain't shit you can talk about forever.
I guess that's true. What about the Detroit Auto Show being canceled?
Yeah, they canceled that shit.
Everything else?
Yeah. But
shit,
I heard Cedar Point might not open this year. I got some insider information saying Cedar Point is not going to open this year.
Actually, you're probably right, because why would they? That's a mass amount of people.
I think it's not all these things canceling all of a sudden, or just way out in the future. Just slow down, slow your roll. Just
Cedar Point makes sense
day by day.
Cedar Point makes sense just because most of their staff is imported, not from other countries, but just people come stay in Sandusky at that hotel.
Oh yeah.
One case at that hotel with the employees could lead to hundreds of cases, thousands of cases of park guests, and just restart the whole shit. So I understand that, but a regular amusement park like Kings Island where everybody's local, they shouldn't close. Or like, you know what I'm saying, a park where all the employees are just locals, they shouldn't be closing. But Cedar Point makes sense. That makes sense.
Eventually, everyone's gonna have to get over this shit and just keep living on with their lives. You know.
Right? Yeah.
Can't just keep going backwards. You know, I don't know. You gotta. At some point, you gotta just resume the way you're living. Maybe a little bit of tweaks, but you can't just.
Once the numbers start falling, I think they'll like start reconsidering shit. Like, all right, maybe we can still do Coachella here, or you know, shit like that. But as long as the numbers still climbing, like I get it.
I don't even know if I believe the numbers, and that's another whole conspiracy thing there. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't see anybody dying around me.
Yeah. Conspiracy.
You don't even want to know what I think, but
I do. No, that's why
they might have been like, all right, 9/11, we actually killed all these people. Like, let's find a better way where we don't actually kill people and make them think we did. Like, nobody knows anybody who died of this shit. You're just seeing stories and news reports. Who do you know that knows somebody that died of COVID-19?
I see people posting on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, that's just people posting on Twitter. You don't know those accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think. Listen, I think this is somewhat of a ruse or a psychological operation between the good people and the bad people, and that it's going to work out like. It's kind of okay. On the front end, it looks like a virus and people might be dying, but really on the back end, it's a total reset of like things like the economy, people that are in charge. It's a transfer of power, wealth, and I honestly think this is on the good end. This is going to be very good for people eventually. Yeah. I mean, I don't think.
So y'all don't think it's 5G?
I think that could be something.
Man,
some people are going to use bad. I think it's possible, but. Like I said, there's two different. There's people that are evil and that still want to control shit, and then there's people that don't want them anywhere near good people. I don't know.
I think that 5G shit. I don't want that 5G. I don't know if it's a real video or not, but I've seen over in London someone was using that
tree. I seen one where there was like a 5G antenna in this yard, just on a pole, and it was like a tree next to it. The side of the tree that was by the pole was like dead. The side that wasn't. But I'm like, it's that close. It would kill both sides of the fucking tree.
Yeah, it'd probably kill the whole tree.
Yeah, like
it wouldn't just hit the one side. But it was a video.
I don't know.
It was a video of a dude driving with a little radar, a radiation detector, and the numbers as they were approaching the 5G tower were going off the charts, like the highest. Who knows though? If that's real, but that'd be wild if it was.
It's possible. Yeah. I mean, it is definitely something that they're being very, very cautious about. Because if it was something that wasn't going to be really too much of a health risk, I believe we would already have it available on the market already.
It is on the market.
I mean, I'm talking about as far as mass. It already spread.
Nigga, you know how LTE took like 4 or 5 years to be everywhere. That shit don't be quick. They started last
5G.
They just launched 5G in Chicago like last summer. That's what it was like, the first launch site, and they just adding on. But yeah, that shit take forever to get the whole country up to speed with that shit.
I don't know either.
All I know is if there's people trying to use it for evil purposes, I say fuck them. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Right.
Sissy slide on them evil motherfuckers.
Funny.
For real. Jesus. Somebody murdered a baby.
my son may be.
Jake's on house arrest now. Oh man.
I might have to go in there actually really quick. I'll be right back.
So this may be a good segue into the whole conspiracy theory about whole trafficking of children and all this shit. You guys ever hear
I
of a?
forgot to look that shit up, but I seen like a little clip of some people looking it up, but it had hella names on there. Even Barack was on there. I was like, damn.
Yeah, see, some of the I don't know, man. Some of the stuff you don't. There's just so much fucking disinformation out there. That's why. What do you believe anymore? But
I mean, just because somebody's name is on there, don't really mean they was involved. You could be buddy with somebody who was involved, and they just put you on there just to question you or whatever.
yeah. Well, here's the thing I'm thinking of, man. Like a lot of this, if this is really covert shit, and you hear a Q and all that stuff, why is this information even coming out? Like it should be. That shit should be tight-lipped. And then if these people like are guilty of whatever, you're not just gonna. I don't know. It's wild. Some of the shit I just don't know.
I mean,
don't know.
you know, they say the revolution will be televised. I mean, so you never really know. The thing is, it's so much information, and it's so many things that people have access to now that they shouldn't have access to. And a person that feel like, hey, I'm informing everybody, but like you said, it could be actually tampering with the situation. You would never really know exactly, how it's playing in the inside unless you actually in the inside. But it's so many different things that can that can be going on at one time. No one to know the truth until the end is there. And even in a situation like that, you give me 1 second, y'all. Somebody blow my phone up. And even in a situation like that, you never really know what the battle was for.
And you might never know, and that's the thing too. A lot of people think, they think if it's only one thing, like, well, it's really a virus, right? A lot of people think it's a virus. Maybe there is a virus. And then a lot of people think, oh no, this is a coy, it's a plan just to reset the economy. But it could be multiple things. It could be a whole bunch of fucking shit that we may not even know. But real quick, you guys ever heard, Rob, Leo, you might have heard of this, adrenochrome? You ever hear of adrenochrome?
Yeah, I just got put on like last week.
Yeah, so that's obviously some sick shit if it's real, but I don't know what to believe anymore. So
this shit is turned into GTA, man. Like life is literally turning into a fucking GTA plot. Like what? Like I looked that shit up. I'm like, what?
I believe it's something like that, or that individual item can exist. I don't.
So what is it exactly? What is adrenochrome is supposed to be like? Some shit that make like what is it exactly?
Go
ahead.
From what I understand, I mean, it's basically it's extracted blood and or the pineal gland of people that are frightened, and a lot of times children. So you're raped and all that shit, sick, vile shit, and it produces adreno or adrenochrome or whatever, which is high concentration, which they use as a drug. That's the theory. It's fucking wild. So
they kidnapping kids just to get this shit, like to make the shit basically, and then man.
Apparently, and here's it goes a step further. The whole Q thing and the idea of Q is that it was actually being produced or harvested or synthetically created in Wuhan, and they purposely infected a batch of it. And all the people now that are actually really getting COVID-19 are all the stars, all the popular people, the CEOs, all those people who are now stepping down, who are now having problems, who don't have the drug, got this fucked up, and this is why it's creating all this domino effect. So that's a wild theory, but who knows? Who fucking knows?
I mean, but even with it being a wild theory, as wild as it is, if you step back and look around, it's a lot. Like it's situations that have occurred that can definitely prove its point. Because there's been over 100 CEOs who stepped down or resigned in a short period of time. And I think this is the first time this happened in history. You feel what I'm saying?
And it don't look suspicious because all the companies are crashing. It's not crashing, but
exactly.
It don't look suspicious because of that reason. Like, oh, I ain't about to be the CEO that lost us $1 trillion. I'm gonna step down before that get on my name. So it don't look suspicious at all.
And that's why I think it's either it's supposed to be that way, or they're using that as a cover, or vice versa. I just don't understand how this whole story could be so prevalent and not have somewhat like where they say where there's smoke, there's fire, right? You know, so like this cannot be this huge fucking bullshit. Oh, I don't know, but maybe it is. Fuck.
Who sneezed?
I was that a dog or somebody's dog?
No. That's my wife in the background. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck sneezed? Like, what the fuck?
Where the hell did Jake Reed go?
He disappeared. He had to. Hey, we got to check on Jake. Jake, you there? You know
We did hear the baby screaming like he was being murdered, and then everybody went quiet.
Jesus Christ.
So, but yeah, man, and even when you watch like certain things, like when you look at videos of the people who they are saying that have been affected by it, and if you just look and just pay attention to the video itself, just the way that the fear that a lot of people have in their eyes, it's crazy, man. It definitely open your eyes and make you start looking at a lot of things a little bit different. You know, paying more attention to it, should I say? All
I know is it's crazy. Either way, whether any of that's true, just the fact that all the shit that's shutting down and just things that are happening, it's like, dude, I'll tell you what, I felt like almost the same type of vibe as 9/11 did. And I was like, probably, what was I? Shit, I was I like 16 or something like that? So was it like 2000? I was like 16 or 17, but it's that same vibe, but it really isn't, because really nothing has happened. Like in that end, there's no explosions, there's no this, there's none of that, there's none of that shit. It's just this weird feeling because it's the media, you know. It's just
It's weird when you go out though. Like, it's a weird vibe in the world. Like, you go out, like I went to Walmart like last week. It's people in there with masks on, gloves on, like that shit just. And it's those people, and then you got the people who are so casual, like nothing's going on. Like, it's just weird, man.
Yeah. It's like Well, listen. I think for the most part, most people are kind of chill for the most part. But like you said, people are wearing masks. But that's like monkey. You know, it's like it really is monkey see, monkey do. When other people are doing shit, like that's why the fucking pussy slide's gonna be so popular. Is everyone's just gonna start doing it, and then the next person does it. It's just that's how it happens, man.
That's true.
Humans are like that.
True. I was driving today, man. And I looked over to the side of me, and I seen a guy in his car with gloves on. Why? Like, you're in your car with blue hospital gloves. Like, in your car, like, or unless you was driving somebody's car you didn't know, or you just stole it. Like, why are you in your car with it don't even make sense. That's how you know people are just doing things just to do it. Some people may do it just to be like, hey, I know what's going on, just like the way it looked. Like, it's certain people out here that's like that. It's more of a trend to them now. So I'm gonna walk around with gloves and masks.
Yeah, motherfuckers like got designer masks and shit.
Well, right. You know what though, too? People are fearful. I'm not gonna say I've never been fearful, but they don't want to die either. I get it. So that's the thing. We gotta people need to fucking start living better. And I think the way we've been doing shit isn't necessarily the best way. So this is kind of an opportunity, maybe, hopefully, to reset and do something better. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people going like, I know for me, I'm gonna get my ass out the house more and be more social, cause this shit sucks, bro. This shit sucks, man.
So okay, let me ask.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you, see, I don't know. I guess it's different depending on where you live and shit. But I don't feel like that much is different. Like I can go drive my car down the road. I don't feel like I'm a fugitive or anything. That.
But I'm not even going to work, so it's like I don't get because I barely go anywhere. I don't really go out. So like me going to work is like the bulk of my social interaction.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
And I'm not getting that shit at all. Like Slack is not the same. Like it's not,
no, yeah. Everyone's doing these video chats now and shit, and it's like it's kind of wild.
It does help. We had a fun ass team meeting at work. Like that's how you know motherfuckers is cooped up. That bitch was fun, and the motherfucker felt like we was at the bar.
I think Jake might have showed a bit of that or something like that. I saw it or something. Well, speaking of him, where the fuck is?
Hey guys, Jake said he's gonna come back in just a second. Literally will not let him put down. So
All right.
we're just trying to get him to be able to set him down, and then he'll be back in.
Well, I know what you guys are doing over there. You already put him down.
Hey, shut up! Nuh-uh.
It's Friday night.
Get out of here!
Gonna end up with another one, but chill out.
Never.
Oh, no. What are the babies being called? Were they coronials? Coronials. That's what this generation will be called.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of them.
Not in this household.
It's gonna be a lot.
This baby box is closed.
A lot of
kids born out of this because people ain't got.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, coronials is gonna be the generation of kids born out of this quarantine.
The coronial generation. That is hilarious. Jake down there eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. I can almost guarantee it.
I thought you was about to say he down there. You said down there eating the, and I was like, oh, that's going somewhere else. And you said peanut butter.
That's funny. That is super funny.
Oh man. Yeah, man, this shit is crazy. There's definitely something more behind this. Like, how this shit spread to the whole world that quick? Like, come on, bro.
I don't know. I think if that's really... Listen, if it was really a virus, in my opinion, then it would be airborne. The wind picks shit up, man, and it has to live for a long time and just travel.
Yeah, but they saying it's not like that. They saying it can't live on metal. They saying it don't really stay in the air that long.
No, it can. They said it can't live on metal now, and I heard it could live on metal.
No, they said it can't live on metal.
I heard it lives 12 hours.
All right, what about...
I heard anything 80 degrees or higher is and once it heat up, it's gonna die. Like once the summer hit, if it ain't died before, it's gonna really kill it. So unless you want to
not everywhere.
Somewhere where
it's hemispheres. It's winter somewhere, nigga. Like it's yeah. That's the thing.
Okay, then airports. It goes through airports. It goes through travel. It goes through cruise ships. It goes through, and then it just takes time. And then that's a legitimate logistical aspect. If you ask me, it just takes a while. It might take months.
Like, you know how they do like roach bombs and shit? Lysol bomb that bitch. Just air that bitch. Like, just roll them bitches down the aisle, close it up, and don't touch it for 5 days.
Have you seen any of the video from like apparently in China when they were the guys with the hazmat suits and they had
spraying
like
everything,
dude? But the noise that shit was making was like scary. Like it was like some fucking scary ass fucking. I don't know. What the fuck?
Hey, airplanes makes if an airplane the sound of an airplane is scary. If an airplane gets too close, it scares you. If the sound gets too close, like. Yeah, so
but this is like some weird ass like sci-fi shit, and this is like fucking freaky. It was like
spraying disinfectant.
Oh, I don't know. They could be spraying some fucking some evil shit, man. They might be trying to really fuck you. I don't know.
So they got rid of it before anybody, didn't they?
Who knows?
I mean, according to the news, they good.
See, that's the thing, man. The news. That's the part where people. That's where you just in the air with, because you never know what they gonna do, man. What they gonna.
That's why you gotta make friends. You gotta have a friend at every continent at least, and just ask them like, "Hey, what's really going on?" For real.
They was trying to get everybody set up like that with pen pals, man, but everybody thought it was swag.
It was when you was a kid. Fuck. Writing no letter, waiting 2 weeks to hear back. Now that shit instant. Pen pals is instant. They can just hop on Skype. They can tweet, text, like shit different now.
Dude, it's information overload, man.
Yeah. And that's kind of the problem because you don't. It's so many different news sources. You don't know who's reliable as far as if the news is even true or not. And then you got the ones they're all like, you know how you got like the left and the right news channels, and they say all the same shit, but they all like kind of spin it in their own narrative to put their narrative on it. Like, yeah, I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
hear you. What the fuck happened to my? Why do I see your screen in my upper right where mine was before? What the fuck happened?
That I don't know.
Oh, you can still see me though.
Yeah.
All right, good. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
he's still there.
I'm good. All right, I can see myself. Fucked up. Actually, shit. I kind of want to wait till Jake comes back to say this next point, but fuck, what the fuck is he doing?
Is it still on the same? Is it still on the same topic?
Well, not really. It has to do with the president, actually.
Okay. We could have you seen Tiger King? Oh, he got a beer for that too. Damn, Jake, what the fuck are you doing? But have you seen Tiger King?
I actually just did yesterday see like maybe 20 minutes of it.
That's enough. That's enough to talk about it. You saw
Yeah.
Joe Exotic. Like,
yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm not really one to like, especially like you were talking about things that are popular. I'm not really one if something's like real popular, everyone's talking about it. I don't just go gravitate towards it. I like stay away from it. Like, nah, yeah, you have your fun with it.
If it's something comedic, I'm all for it. Because usually, if something is that fun, because that's all it is. It's like it's a serious documentary, but it's really just watching to laugh at how weird these motherfuckers are.
Yeah, but it's you're talking about fucking killing people, and oh, there he is.
Oh, he alive.
No, see,
thought you was dead, man.
The thing with killing people, you gotta watch it to really get the story. He was like kind of not really in retaliation, but the person he was trying to kill, he thinks that person killed their husband.
Are you talking about the Tiger King?
Yes, we just started talking about it.
Me and Amber started watching that today. We're only on like the 4th episode, I think. But dude, that is some good shit. How have I never heard of this guy before?
Do you think Carol killed her husband?
100%. And she fed him to those tigers because, like, dude. Okay, Joe Exotic.
You saw the music video, right?
Oh my! Here, kitty. Dude, that chick looked just like her.
Just like her.
And look, dude. Let me tell you something. Every one of those. I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody because it's really
not
new.
A movie. Like it's a documentary. Like,
but it's new still. So I don't want to spoil anything.
Can't spoil news.
That's true, I guess.
It's the news, though.
You got to watch it, Leo. I know you did.
I actually, I've seen like 20 minutes of it. That's all I needed, really. It's not really up my alley.
Really, I feel like if you got through the first episode, you'd be.
You gotta watch it for pure comedy. Like you
have to. No,
you get into the story later on. You start it for the comedy, and the story does kind of pull you in.
The story. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's hilarious. It's a shit show, man. It's like the greatest car wreck ever.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Do you know who Jeffrey LaRocque is? The RMG guy.
That was RMG.
Never mind. He kind of is like that guy. It's a Cleveland guy. I thought you guys would know who he is. Surprisingly, you don't. So, but all right, whatever.
You know some obscure shit, man.
No, this guy's pretty famous in Cleveland. I can't believe you guys don't know who he is.
You know who's famous in Cleveland? The Northern Furniture guy.
You can't get over here. You can't get over there. God.
His name is awesome. Mark. And
Mark Norton.
Yeah.
His name is Mark, and you can. That's cool. That's funny.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Anyways. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to switch subjects because, you know, I ain't into that fucking shit. But, no. Oh, dude. So on a serious note, or maybe not serious note, so the President of the United States, and I found this from the website, again, take it for what you will. The next time, if you look at the presser he does, whenever the next presser, which is probably tomorrow or whatever, there is no seal of the United States on the podium anymore. And there's also the flag of the United Nations is no longer in the background. It's just the United States flag.
Is there a video proof of this?
What does that mean?
Though that's the thing. I don't know what that means, but people are saying that it means that like somehow the United States and the seal is actually that's like a seal of the corporation of the United States, Washington D.C., and what is actual the controlling unit of the United States. So it's either a change where it's no longer in control, or China is really in control now, or something different. But that's a theory. So
I don't know.
Somebody
Just because
got
of the
high
seal.
and forgot to put it.
Yeah.
no, dude,
Or
I
it
don't
fell
think
off.
so. It's deliberate. Listen,
I'm sorry I didn't catch the beginning part. My connection was lost for a moment there.
well, I'm just saying, like the podium that Trump does his speech doesn't have the seal of the United States of America anymore, and the United Nations flag is not in the background either. It's like the last 2 or 3 times. So, and then there's people saying that Trump now owns the Federal Reserve, which who knows? Again,
There is no Federal Reserve.
Who fucking knows?
It's just a name. That gold has been gone for years. Like
That's true though.
Like that's just like that shit. It's a shell company. Like that shit.
Well, and now I think that's a lot of the shit is going to be more well known, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
That's what they say Kennedy got killed for. He was about to expose that it wasn't no Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Listen, I think they would have killed Trump already if that was the case, but I don't know. And again, I've always been I used to say, and I still do, you got the Democrats and the Republicans, they're still all in on it. So if they're all in on it, then what the fuck? So, I don't know.
Nah, it ain't the Democrats and Republicans all in on it. It's the people who run the world, the banking corporations.
Yeah.
Them big ass corporations, them international corporations. Like if you're an international corporation, you know how much fucking money you make. You gotta make a lot of money to be an international corporation. Like
you do.
Yeah.
Sure. That's where money rules the world, right? And then we go to Bitcoin, and then there it is. Bitcoin is the destruction of Babylon. Man, that's what it is. That's what that B, and that B is if you notice, the B is tilted, and it's the dollar sign. It's the falling of Babylon, man. It's
oh my God, the falling of Babylon.
Why else would they do it? That's
I don't know.
I like anarchy coin.
This like theory that Bitcoin's going to overrun and basically take out dollar money, like currency. Like there will no more be U.S. currency.
I mean, in the like,
there will no more be.
Once we get techno, like the fucking cyberpunk level technology just everywhere, then yeah. But that shit, it's not gonna be in our lifetime.
That's the thing.
Man.
This guy thinks it's coming soon.
I don't know. I think things could change in an instant. But
well, they could.
I mean, they are. Look around us right now. Look around us right now.
Across the world, money like just changing that quick. I don't know. I mean, it could though, because they just showed us like, nigga, we about to quarantine the whole world within 2 weeks. So,
yeah, everybody was like, all right, I'm chilling at home. Like, nobody was like, okay, well, like seriously, nobody's really rioting that they can't go to work. People don't really fucking care because they don't really want to necessarily work for the most part. Is what my theory is.
The people who struggle to pay bills are Saudi, but
who the hell? Look, at the end of the day, nobody wants to work. But
I know. But what I'm saying is that okay, yeah, you can't pay your bills, but is there not help coming for that shit? Like I can only speak for myself, but I'm not a great case because
I mean, if you got like a family, $1,200 ain't shit. Like
no, it's
like yeah.
I mean, well, they give you money for kids, and I mean, like okay, so say say a family of 4, right? You got the mother and the father both get 12.
2 kids.
That's 24 plus 1,000. That's 3,400. That's pretty damn good.
That get you through like 2 months.
That's pretty good. But I mean, like 1,200 for fucking like 1,200 for like a single guy, I would imagine, isn't a lot. That's like enough to pay your mortgage or your rent, and then enough to buy like maybe some groceries afterwards, and pay your utilities for like a month. That's it. Single guy or girl. Just
all right. Let me throw a hypothetical out, completely hypothetical. If if you didn't have any rent or mortgage, and you didn't have to even pay for your electricity or your utilities, what would you do with your money and your time if you had your current money that you're coming in, or you had like, let's say $2,500 a month, and you can do pretty much whatever you want with it. Obviously, you have to pay your own vehicle, your own food, your own leisures, and whatever.
But I don't have to pay for my house, my food. You said for my food I have to pay for? I don't.
No, you do. You do.
Okay, so the only thing I don't have to pay for is my mortgage, you said, and my utilities.
And you didn't. And well, I guess you would have to work. I guess that's the whole thing.
You'd have to work, yeah. You'd still have to work. I mean, you have to work no matter what. I mean, like, you don't have to work no matter what, but like, if you have enough
but your
money,
wages are doubled or whatever, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, you really, you just got to make enough money to survive, really, at the end of the day. And some people surviving is like $1,000 for their mortgage or their rent, and then that leaves them with like $200 to, get groceries or something. Maybe pay your electric bill. I don't know.
I guess the question I'm trying to ask is, what if you didn't have to work for like a year? What would you do with your time?
Create.
Man, I can answer.
Create, because I like that.
That's exactly. I can answer for you that perfectly for you, because today I've been at home for a while now, and I've been working from home. But it's still, when you intertwine the two and you're just at home all the time, you don't go anywhere. You start to go a little bonkers, But yeah, dude, today I just went out in the yard, dude. I'm just gonna like start fixing the yard up, just improving my home. Just basically use the time that I have, that we all have off together, to put work and invest in the house, in the backyard, and grow some new grass, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, not that kind of grass, but like really in my backyard, I got a lot of like dry spots I gotta grow.
Spots.
Yeah, and I have to repair it.
Bald spots.
But that's it. That's exactly it. We'd have more time to do shit like this. We'd have more time to do whatever we wanted, Like, if we didn't have to work, dude, life would be like 100% better.
Man.
Like, say this
Create.
is our job.
All Razos, create.
Say this is our job. I would never call this.
I feel like that's what we live for. We live to create, like, to learn, create, and inspire.
Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Like,
I said, do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, learn, create, inspire.
No, that's not what I said. No, that's very good. That's very that's very great. But what I'm saying is, like, if this was a job, say this was my job, I would never call it work, because
podcasting.
Yeah, because that's not
no.
Work.
Yeah,
it's a conversation.
Like, you absolutely enjoy it, though. It doesn't.
But to make money off of it, does that make it your job?
No, this makes it a source of income.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to do. I want a source of income. I don't want to have to work for my money.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have sources of income, but like they say, like all rich people say, you're supposed to have like 6 or 7 passive streams of income where you don't actually actively do it, or 7 streams of passive income where you don't actively have to do anything on a regular basis.
I can't even get one of those. I need one of those.
Yeah, that's the hard. Gotta learn and save and invest and find shit, man. It's so many different ways, but like, it just depends on what you do, and because if you're a producer, you can make passive income just having a beat leasing site that's automated. People can just go lease beats. You ain't gotta be there to do nothing. You can go do other shit. There's all types of ways to make passive income. YouTube, you got a bunch of videos on YouTube and you got a decent following. Like, if your old videos are still watchable for like tutorials or comedy, whatever the fuck they may be, that's passive income. You're not actively making those same old videos. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. That's true.
Music, I guess a bunch of different ways. Like,
but like, you can easily say it, but to do it and to create something that already hasn't been done is like, it's difficult.
It's not about having been done or not. Creating shit now more than ever, the art matters the least. What you actually create matters the least amount that it ever has. It's about, people care more about the person that created it. People like Drake. That's why they're going to like Tootsie Slide.
You're right. You're right.
If I made that song, niggas would laugh me out the fucking studio.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This is true. This is true. This is very true.
That is. Let's sit here now thinking about it like, yeah.
If anybody
Who's to
made
say
that,
they wouldn't like you though? Is that what you're saying? Like,
No, but you just have to build that rapport with people. You have to have
before
people
you
like
can
you
make some
that
bullshit
much
like that,
before
yeah.
you like, yeah. But like if people,
maybe
it's all
he made
about.
it. Maybe he made like a deal with like the devil or something to get that. I don't. I don't
Bro,
know.
I already said, bro,
honestly
he's the
think
most likable motherfucker.
Drake is the LeBron of entertainment because he's just a very likable dude. He's funny. He's charismatic. He's light skinned enough to where white people could like him. He's dark skinned enough to where black people could like him. He hood enough to where hood niggas could like him. He's suburban enough to where suburban niggas could like him. He like the perfect middle ground of everything entertainment wise. He can act. Like he can rap, he can sing.
But didn't he start up on Degrassi too, right? Isn't that where he
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it was just made for him to win. Like what was you about to say, Drake?
It was made for him to win.
For real.
Oh, I was gonna say LeBron's like kind of the same way.
You gotta have some talent. You gotta have talent. You gotta have drive. Without that,
you gotta have talent and drive, but people still have to like you. You can have all the talent and drive in the world. If people hate you, it doesn't matter.
That's the thing. You gotta be likable, and that's why I think comedy is like a good way to go because what's an easier way to make somebody like you than make them laugh? You know.
Yeah.
Pretty true. That's pretty true.
But it's very hard to be original. I'm trying to be original on Twitter, and it's just it pisses me off.
With comedians, it's still personality.
They're just it's natural.
Your personality, like if you're not a charismatic person, you're not going to be funny. Not to most people. You might be funny to like awkward people who are awkward like you.
Thanks.
But like, not you. I'm just saying if you're not a charismatic person.
No,
like,
I got you.
That's how that. Yeah. Like because you got to know how to deliver shit, the timing. Yeah, that shit.
It goes with practice too, but
I mean, some you can practice, but some people can practice every day. They can spend all their time practicing and still not be as good as somebody who's just naturally gifted.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If you're not naturally gifted at something, you're probably never gonna be the best at it just because you're not naturally gifted. You know, like you gotta like come out the womb, you know, like loving that thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I believe that
not necessarily come out the womb. You can be trained on shit.
Not out the womb.
Literally come out of the womb.
But like,
I'm saying, like ever since you're like 4 years old, you have like a passion that like a passion for it. You know, when you're a young kid, you have a passion for it, and you just know it. You pick it up easily. Not everybody can do that.
Because like it's one thing to be good at something. Because like it's people who didn't play basketball till they were like in high school or college, and then went to the NBA and were good, but they not LeBron. You know what I'm saying? LeBron had that passion deeply. Kobe is a better example. Kobe is the best example because Kobe fucking wasn't like the first pick. He was on the bench. That nigga just worked his ass off. He wanted it that bad, but he had some skill to begin with. But like,
you're thinking about all that skill. I'm thinking about that mentality.
That's what I'm saying.
With that mental, bro. He was born with that mental. Like you're born with the mental that you have.
Your mentality develops.
It does, but what I'm trying to say is that I don't know.
Nobody's born that aggressive. That ain't Kobe was aggressive, bro.
I don't know, man.
That's a will.
That's a will.
You're talking about the will, and that's anybody exercise the will. You have the will to succeed.
I think Kobe was a young kid hooping, was like, I love this shit. I want to be the best at this shit. And that's when the will comes into play. Like, it's like, you're not born with the will. You find what you want.
Every kid thinks that.
No. Every kid thinks like, oh, I love basketball. I love playing basketball. I want to be an NBA player. Not, I'm going to be an NBA player. That's will.
Some kids think that, and a lot of.
No, not I think I'm going to be an NBA player. I'm going to be an NBA player. If you ask 8-year-old Kobe Bryant, he probably was like, nigga, I'm going to the NBA. I don't care what the fuck you say. I don't care how tall I get. I don't like you know what I'm saying? Like some people just have it in them. Like, I'm going to do this.
This 5'9" Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, I couldn't remember his last name. It's 5'9" Isaiah Thomas, like, or Muggsy Bogues, for example, the shortest dude to play. Yeah, like, is that just pure will? Because, like, you're not gifted by being tall, which is very important in basketball. So,
but it's not all like there are other advantages to being short in basketball that none of
Yeah,
those people would have.
They don't weigh out against the tall people.
Not in scoring, but as a
Tall
point
people
guard,
reign,
you don't have
reign
to
for
score.
supreme, bro.
Muggsy Bogues played in the early 90s where the point guards weren't expected to score shit. You were expected to facilitate.
That's
So you
fine.
don't have to be tall. Why do you need to be tall?
Yeah, but if you can't
That's why
score, then you're never gonna be a super all-star like
That's why
LeBron
there was
James
a
or
lot of-
Paul George or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why there was a lot of white point guards. They didn't have the score. They didn't have the tools to do that.
I love passing the ball. It's nice to see my guys succeed.
I like Mark Price. I like Mark Price, but
Price had that jumper. Whoa.
Yeah, Mark's got that jumper. That's the thing. You guys should see Marco's strap, bro. It's pretty nasty.
Hey, just tell us about that in one of them episodes.
Yeah, dude, he's nasty. Pulling up in the barbecue, just slanging threes from deep driveway distance, bro. It was ridiculous.
Dude, I love playing basketball, but I'm just never. I'm not a physical guy. I just don't like. I got back issues, and once I get those, then I'll play. But I can shoot. I'm like the prototypical white guy. I can shoot. That's about it.
It's a spot shooter.
Yeah, I love shooting. I'm a good shooter, man. But
he is a good shooter. I'm not a great shooter.
I had a decent I had a good mid-range jumper. I like fadeaways. Like I had hops, so I would always just drive and then just jump and
fade and shoot.
Go like right outside the free throw line.
Did you do that D Rose shit where you like pulled your legs up and like bent your knees midair? Like you know how some guys be like bending their knes midair. D Rose does it. If you ever know,
I probably did. I'm awkward, so it probably didn't look cool. It went in.
It goes in. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. That's for sure.
I was never like a graceful player.
Bro, for some reason, I thought shooting was easier than layups. Like it always took me forever.
What?
For some reason, to get like the
you have fundamental coordination.
Very bad, and it was hard. It took me a long time to work on my layups.
Way easier than shooting jumpers, bro.
For some reason, dude, I always thought shooting was easier, but layups, like I'm talking like performing a layup, like driving to the basket. You got in traffic. And you have in traffic, you got defenders in the lane.
That's true.
It's tough.
Finishing. A layup itself ain't hard, but finishing in traffic with a bunch of dudes that are trying to take your head off. Yeah.
Or even like what I like to do is, sometimes I like to attract the guys by driving to the paint, attract defenders, and then get like a little hop pass going. That's the white guy in me coming out.
I like to attract the guy. Shit. No, like you got a basketball is a dynamic sport, so you got to play to your strengths for that game.
I love it.
If the defenders are playing you tough, then you got to be a passer. You got to facilitate. You got to make plays for other guys.
We should have a social distancing around the world tournament in my backyard. We have to stand 6 feet away from each other at all times.
Dude, I love around the world because all it is shooting.
What's going on?
Oh, you meant around the world, like around the world. I thought you meant like.
No, like around, like actually quarantine all around the world.
I get what you thought, but
yeah, I was thinking like 2K. I'm not driving to your house to shoot jumpers. No.
Come on, bro.
I can't shoot. I ain't played basketball in so long.
Matter.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's
we can make content. Fuck it, let's do it.
There you go. We make content.
As long as we record, as long as this camera's going out to do it, like just for content.
Thank you, Marco. Are you coming?
What are we doing? We got to record ourselves shooting hoops.
Playing all around. We're playing around the world. The HR crew. Leo, you coming too, right? All right, cool. All right. Leo's coming too. We're gonna play some around the world. Maybe a little. What's that one game you play? I always forget the name of it. Where the dude stands at the free throw line and shoots it, and if he misses, the dude behind him shoots the ball, and if he makes it, then that dude in front of him gets eliminated.
That's where you. What the fuck's it called?
I don't know. We played that at barbecue.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, Punch Out South, right?
I think that's one of the names.
Is it? There is multiple names. There's multiple names. So Punch
Knockout.
Yeah. I said Punch Out. Yes.
Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Close enough.
Mike Tyson's Knockout. Rob Cornelius is not Punch Out.
You guys ever play 33? You ever heard of that game?
Yeah. 33-21. Yeah.
It's basically you just
Shit,
go up.
if all four of us come, bro, we could get a little 2v2 action going on.
We
Small
play
backyard.
6 feet social distancing.
There you go.
Hey,
More around the world.
no bodying up. You can't body up. There's
Yeah, no
body.
D. No D.
3
Yo,
shootout.
yo. Rob, here's our content idea. We get the four of us together, we do a social distancing basketball game and record it. I'll be D'ing you up like 6 feet away, and you'll just be shooting jumpers because you'll be wide open. Or like you'll be driving to. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. You'll be
I'm
driving.
driving, you just run away.
And I
Like,
just
hold
get
up,
out there,
bro.
right?
Hold up, you get too close.
You can cross somebody over 6 feet away and make them fall.
Yes. Can we get on this?
That's a good one.
Can we do this?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I seen my boy Tack did one with Vaughn. That shit was funny. It's social distancing when you got beef. These niggas was on they was at the crosswalk and they was on the opposite sides of the lines. And one dude had a bat, the other dude like, just put the bat down, use your hands, nigga. They were just swinging the bat. They ain't nowhere near. Like, shit is funny. It's funny. When they showed the side angle, that's what really sold it. Like, all right, that shit is funny.
Bro,
Dude,
we need to capitalize.
Dude, the memes that are being born out of this too is insane too. Like, it's like an explosion. That's another level too. It's fucking weird. It's fucking nuts. It's like you said, it's the creation like part that people, when they get bored too, they just fucking.
That's all people got to do right now is create either like art or children. Like pick one. For real.
Oh shit.
I'll be right back.
That was good.
About to go lay a turd.
Is that what that is?
You get that shower curtain up?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Is your bear there?
Huh? I want to get a beer.
No, your bear.
What bear?
A bear.
I don't have a bear.
You call a bear service.
Pause.
I ain't no bears here. Quarantine.
You just see Jake's face.
Quarantine, man. Ain't no bears here. Just me and Carbon.
Look, man, it's Friday night. I know what you do on Friday nights. I remember.
Our podcast now.
No, oh yeah, I remember. Leo, hey Leo, what day do you want to do? Oh, how's Friday sound, Rob? Man, we can't do Friday. That's my fucking night. Whatever the hell you said. I can't remember.
That's funny. That is funny, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Paper, rock, scissors. No.
All right, let's do it.
What?
You ready? Oh, hold up.
1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. Hold on, I can see you, Leo. I can see your hands. Wait, we need. You ready?
What's up? What am I doing?
Are we doing 1, 2, 3 or shoot? I like 1, 2, 3.
Let's do 1, 2, 3 shoot.
1, 2, 3 shoot. Okay.
1, 2, 3 shoot.
No. How about rock? How about rock, paper, scissors?
Paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 shoot.
God damn. It's either 1, 2, 3
1, 2, 3
shoot or rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Just 1, 2, 3.
No, rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. 3.
All right.
Oh, dude, you're fucking with us now.
All right, come on. Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3.
What do you got? I got hand.
He got hand. That's paper, nigga.
Oh, I cover you. What do you got, Leo? You got fist?
Yeah.
All right, Rob, let's go. You and me made it to the finals. Yeah, I had paper too. All right, you ready?
All right, so it's me versus you.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
This is who gets to take home Nick Frost.
The what?
This is who gets to take home Nick Frost.
Let's go.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3.
Rock,
paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3.
No.
No.
Nah, man, you gotta.
Man, that was so up. Rock, paper, per sis 3. Yeah.
That was the way you type, Jake.
That's
Do that make sense? Do it make sense to you now?
I
You
get
got
I was like stuttering typing.
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty come back in a month.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so
I
I'm
still
that.
get past season 1, so
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you got to catch up, Leo.
Yeah,
Is everybody
Yeah.
else all caught up?
yeah, I am.
I don't think I've seen the last 2 episodes of the 3rd season, but that could be it.
That last episode's a doozy, the 5th one.
I may have seen it if they did repeats lately on Adult Swim. I honestly haven't been paying attention, but I've been having it just on my background a lot and shit, and watching it here and there.
Yeah. While doing your deep diving
Dave is
research.
dope. Has any of y'all watched Dave yet? Little
No.
Dicky
Dave.
show. Little Dicky. You know who Little Dicky is, Marco?
Not
The rapper.
particularly. I've heard of him, but
He got a fuck his music, but like his TV show is awesome. This is awesome. I love it.
where do they play it at?
Also on FX.
FX?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard of it. All right, I think I've seen something about it, but I don't think I've seen it.
It's literally about him being Lil Dicky, like his come up as Lil Dicky, but it's so fucking funny.
I'm gonna have to
I'll
watch
check
it.
it out.
This hype man is bipolar and shit. Like,
I'm gonna have to watch it, check it out, because it does sound interesting.
it's funny as fuck. Like he play into it. Like he like I'm a nerdy Jewish white dude that's a rapper. Like
It's
he
fun.
be all nervous meeting. Like YG is in the first episode. Like it's dope though. It's
Maybe I'll
dope.
check it out. Maybe I'll check it out. I think like his music's funny, but like it's not like,
It's
you know,
funny, but it's not like
good music to like bump, you know.
he like a parody rapper almost.
Yeah.
But like he touches on that in the show. It's just like his feel. Like I guess like when he realized that people thought of him like that, it hurt his feelings.
Aw.
I gotta look it up now because I haven't.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
That shit is funny.
I need to watch it because I've heard from a couple of people that it's funny.
Wait a second, this guy is a rapper?
Yep, Dave Bird. Yep. He
Jewish
can rap
rapper.
too. He can rap.
Yeah, he's not. Did you
I
see
get
his
it.
freestyle? Did you see his freestyle?
Which one?
Are we allowed to play clips of freestyles on
If
radio?
it's a freestyle, yeah. Well, it depends because where did he freestyle it at?
Hot 97 point.
No.
I didn't think so.
I know what you're
But-
talking about though.
Dude, it was good. And it was good. I thought he did
Yeah.
very
In
well.
the first episode of the show, like at the end of the episode, he in the studio with YG and he like raps for them.
Mhm.
And, like he ripped, like it's dope. Like
Yeah, check it out. I want to what was it? Did you see Shia LaBeouf's freestyle?
I seen him rap before. I don't know what it was from. Zev showed me actually.
He did another one recently.
No, I was talking about the one from a couple of years. Was it a couple of years ago?
That's probably it then. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was
Zev,
good.
I remember Zev showing me that shit.
That
I
was
was
good.
like, what?
That was-
Shia LaBeouf rap? Nigga? Like,
where the hell did that come from? Freestyle.
You jumped
man,
up.
people be rapping on the low, man. People just don't be putting music out. Motherfuckers be rapping. Like, think about all the people who rapped in your high school.
Oh my god, dude! There was a couple. I bought a couple CDs for my friends just to like support. You know, like there was a couple dudes for sure.
Yeah. And you went to private school. Just imagine a public school.
Oh my god, yeah.
For real, it was like 10 rappers in my school, and my graduating class was 25 people. Like, yeah.
Wait, what?
My school, I went to Lutheran East. At the highest point, we had like 198 students, I think on our sophomore or junior year. Well, my senior year, it was like 98 students between all 4 classes.
Damn,
That's crazy.
that is crazy.
Real small private school. Well, it wasn't, the school itself wasn't small. Like, we was only using 1 floor. We had 2 floors. We was only using 1 floor by the time I graduated because it wasn't that many people.
Oh damn. Well, damn. My boys, what else is good? What's the good word?
I don't know, man. I want to buy more like.
Tell me something good.
I
Tell
want
me.
to buy some shit, man. I need to get a laptop. I might try to get like a decent laptop when that stimulus money come.
Oh
You need
yeah.
an N95 mask?
Employed.
You need an N95 mask.
Got one for you. I got one for you. Just
N95 mask.
Yeah, yeah. You catch me dead walking out with this shit.
You wouldn't walk outside with a mask on?
No, never. Are you kidding me?
You think it's so fun? It's funny if you do that.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's that airborne enough. Like, if you're gonna be on if it was like a bunch of people still out and you like was on public transportation, sure. But like, if you just go into the store, you don't need that shit.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you what. Listen, all of that aside, that could be true. I just think a healthy body, such as myself, I'm not going to speak for anybody else. If I do the good things for my body, it will fight off diseases. I'm not scared with.
Yeah.
It's all
you can definitely fight it off.
At the end of the day. So I think there's ways to do shit, dude. If you want to take care of your body, dude, and put good shit into it, and you can cure a lot of shit, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I think that you take a lot of vitamin C. You get a lot of sun. I think it does a lot of good for your body. It makes you feel good. Dude, when I drink orange juice or go out in the sun or something, I feel good afterwards.
Even your positive mindset, dude. Even a mindset fucking is power enough to fucking do shit for you, you know?
Dude, honestly, yeah. I would agree.
Without
I think I'm gonna get me some multivitamins. But yes, once this quarantine shit is over, bro, I'll be outside. I'm out here.
Yeah, you're doing some social shit.
I gotta be like, I'm fucking dying right now. This is killing me, bro.
And I mean,
cause I'm really a social person. Like, I'm an introvert, but I'm a social introvert. Like, I couldn't be at, like, if the internet went down and there was no Twitter, I couldn't be at home.
You'd be screwed.
I tweet I have hundreds of thousands of tweets because I'm social at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're saying that could happen. That it's possible that the internet could go down for a couple of days, or TV, or vice versa.
It's gonna be like that episode of South Park. We're gonna have to find like this giant fucking router. Go reset that bitch, giant Netgear router from 1995.
And the only reason you want to get in there is so you can find bear porn. No.
Oh yeah, if I wake up and fucking Pornhub don't work, bro, it's an issue.
Are you on that premium?
Nah.
No.
Nah, for what? I like amateur porn, so I don't care about the shit that's on premium.
I can agree with that. This is a good topic. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so yeah.
Marco, what do you prefer? More professional, or do you prefer the more amateur, realistic type shit?
It all depends, man. I try not to do that. I ain't even talking
about realistic. I'm talking about real.
I'm talking when I say amateur, I'm talking real. Yeah,
It's all real. It's all real. Don't kid yourself.
I mean, yeah.
What do you prefer?
Professional porn is whack. Like, y'all been fucking for 4 hours to get all these angles. Ain't nobody bust no nuts. Like, that shit is whack. Like, just get to it. Don't nobody have sex for that long. Like,
and nobody watches it. No one can jerk off that long. So it's really.
You gotta savor the moment. You gotta savor it.
So what are you saying? What are you telling me? Amateur? Or
It's a mix of both, dude. But
you like both. It's fair.
I try not to. I actually don't do that a lot anymore. But
you don't do that a lot
anymore. It's a thing of the past. But
you think it's good for your body? I thought it was good for your body to get those releases.
To release, yeah, I think it's good. But I also think that.
You don't want to release yourself.
It's also good to store up your energy for certain things as well. So depending on what you're doing, trying to build muscle mass, you're trying to, you have, I say athletes that before the Olympics and everything, they refrain from doing all that shit because you build up your energy and your power. You're more powerful. So, and then then you can do whatever.
Is this true?
Well,
that's a theory I read. So it makes sense.
I ain't going for the Olympics, so.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, Leo, are you allowed to comment on this one? Or?
I think that was a no.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I like it. You want it real. You want it
Yeah,
raw.
sure.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, he's
It's like you'll get some professional shit. It'll be like a dope scene, but then they keep cutting like to another angle, or like just set the camera on the dresser and fuck. Like, I don't want to see you holding that bitch. I don't want no POV shit. Just fuck.
see. I don't know. I kind of like the POV. I might be a fan of the POV.
Well, see, I like fat dudes, and you can't really see shit in the POV because they belly.
That's
is
true.
lower. Like what
The
the fuck?
POV is cool because the dude's wiener is always humongous, so it makes me feel like great about myself.
Oh man, dude, there's gonna be a lot more
playing.
amateur porn stars now. Is that what you're trying to say? That
Oh,
business can start booming
I-
more, or what?
OnlyFans said they shit went up like crazy. Like, yeah, OnlyFans
because all
said
these chicks that are at home with lost their retail jobs and shit.
everybody, yeah.
What do I do? Strippers? Oh, they're all on there now because
bartenders.
Who's more thirsty? Is it guys or girls? You know,
are the girls
more thirsty as far as what?
Are the girls more thirsty for money and the guys more thirsty for poop?
Like to make.
Who's missing the attention more? Like like just think about your workplace. Is it the dudes that are checking out the chicks, or is it the girls that are you know what I'm saying?
I know a couple guys that probably like the attention and shit that aren't getting
Yeah.
Everybody likes attention, but what I'm saying is like overall,
women crave it more, so I would say they would miss it more.
You might be right.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just posing the question, to be honest. I don't know what I have to think about that.
Yeah.
I guess I would. Leo, what do you think? All right, I'm done with it. All right, I don't know. That's difficult to say. I would probably say that. I mean, you say that women crave it more, but like dudes, dudes don't really like show it. They don't really show like when they like emotion. Try not to like manly dudes try not to. So who knows? I don't know. I know a guy. We both know a guy who is on Twitter a lot talking about women and just trying to.
Yeah.
So like. Could be both, but I think that the chicks are more thirsty.
But he also don't work.
See, I didn't know that. Well, he does.
I'm saying he don't have that work, like have like people around, like.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He's not in the office.
I got
he works from home, so it's different. Like.
Right.
You could still get that attention and it not be somebody who you actually like.
Leo, bro, you answer this question for me. Who's craving the attention more, the female or the male?
In what situation?
Say in the workplace.
I use the workplace for an example. I'm talking about just overall. If you would draw people into their homes, being out sociably as a male or female, which one is like missing that type of who wants to go? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's difficult. I think it's based on the individual. I don't even think it's gender. I think it's just based more on personality than anything. Because you got individuals who ain't gonna care, who gonna still get the attention that they want with everything that's going on, and you got individuals who are really affected and sticking to the quarantine, and the withdrawal of having that attention is affecting them. So. I would say who's affected? No, because you got a lot of sensitive males out here too. So
that's what I was saying. That some guys don't show it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But wait, let me ask you this: what do most guys go out for? The ones that are missing the ones that go out clubbing and stuff, they can't do it anymore. What are they going out for? What do they go to the clubs for?
If you're going out to the club, you're trying to get laid.
Okay, guys.
9 times
right?
out of 10, yeah.
Okay, females. What are they going to the clubs for? Same reason.
Same shit.
Nowadays, yeah, same thing.
If it's the same thing, then I would just say they're both equally as thirsty. I suppose. I don't know.
It's a small group that's friend support.
But that's a small group. Period. It's everybody don't go to the club.
I hate going out. I did it once and I felt super claustrophobic because of all the people.
Like the club ain't everybody seeing. So even there's some people who are seeking that but don't actually go out anywhere to find it.
I don't know.
It might be more like the app people, like the Tinder people.
any of that shit is people being close, and that's what you can't do that in 6 feet right now. So
no, you can't.
But some people like that, so I don't know.
Ain't nobody but in the house having kids right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, if you fucking some strange during the quarantine, you an asshole.
Yeah.
Dude,
Sure.
I'm not like one to be like with a group of fucking a whole bunch of people, but the times that I have been to the club or whatever dancing, I enjoy it, but it's not my norm. You know, it's not like some people, they got to be around people all the time. As an introvert, no, dude.
I'll go to go out to the bar or the club like once or twice a year. I'm talking about the people who go like that's their thing. Like
That's
the weekend, we're going out. It's the weekend, let's go out.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a hard time for those couple people, but
I don't need the break.
That's right,
honestly.
man. Like, you shouldn't be going out all the time. I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you what you shouldn't do, but
no, you shouldn't be. You're missing something internally if you need to go out to the fucking bar or club every weekend.
Like every weekend, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. That's just not. It's literally the same thing. It's like it's the same shit every week. It'd be the same people. You get a few differences, but it literally, if you go out to the same bar, same club every weekend for a month straight, you will see 70% of the same fucking people. I guarantee it.
We go to discotheque. We get talking. Don't mess with us on.
That's why I stopped clubbing. Like it was literally like the same shit every week. I'm like, all right, like I can play loud music at home and drink liquor. Like
yeah, for half the price.
I used to go to the Ugly Tuna Saloon a lot.
Oh yes, the Ugly Tuna Saloon.
You know
what that's a callback to, right?
Yeah, not coming up missing.
That's right. Don Lewis was there, Rob.
Who?
Come on, from the fucking vampire, the vampire, Tiger King, the chick's husband.
Oh, that was the name.
Don Lewis.
Right.
Yeah. You think? By the way, I never got your answer. Did you think that she killed him too?
Yes, nigga.
100%. Right.
Yes.
Okay. And she's an asshole for getting him put in jail, bro. He did not.
So fucking dumb, man. Like,
wait,
who's mad at Joe for doing the same shit that she did?
She's doing
better, but he did it better.
Yeah.
Her suit was shitty as fuck. Like,
yo, what about that one dude that like uses the tigers to entice women to
That dude is with the elephant riding dude. That dude is weird. He's weird, but I mean,
I like him because he's got confidence and balls, bro. Like he even acknowledges that people think that he's in a cult with these girls and uses them or whatever. And he even's like, yeah, you think I'm stupid? And people don't think I kind of like that guy because of that.
He was the most.
You got
the most sane person on the show.
Yeah,
what's his name? Doctor
Doc Antle is his name.
Antle, Anthel, I think.
Or Antle or Anthle or something like that. But
yeah,
you'll find him. He's like he's actually pretty well known, actually, from the documentary. What it tells me, but the one dude, I really like the one dude. Honestly, you remember the Mario guy? Mario? No. In the documentary, there's this dude named Mario. He was the one that sold the drugs and smuggled drugs. And then after he got out of jail.
Oh, the one, yeah, the dude who's like building the shit. he was working with the one dude who went to work with Joe. What's his name? Something Low. The dude who wear the affliction shit.
No, I'm talking about Mario is the the one dude who did the drug smuggling back in the day and got arrested for it, and now he has his own private building. Remember they tried to get into his compound and they get stopped by the security guards or whatever. You don't remember that? And he's like, his shit's private. Like he has a whole bunch of fucking exotic animals, tigers, monkeys, and all that shit, but he don't let nobody in. This is all private, you know. Like he don't let people come pet him. He don't breed them or nothing like that. This dude like purely just wants his animals, and he has them. And this lady,
that was the reason he started even selling drugs. Was to pay for his animals.
To feed his animal addiction, dude. Because he just loved exotic animals. So he used to sell drugs. And then, you know what really hit me?
Oh, was that the dude that got like, he said he got like gifted a big cat when he was like a teenager or something? Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what? I don't know why I like that guy so much is because during the one part, he went to jail because they say that he killed somebody and cut their body up, right, and then burned it.
Oh,
Well,
the dude that was Scarface was the dude that
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he was like, what really happened is the guy who was with me said, well, somebody dumped it here, let's just cut it up and burn it. He's like, so I did. And he goes, well, what are you going to tell the judge? I wasn't the one who actually, took the circular saw to his neck and caught him on fire. I was just there. He's like, the federal judge doesn't care either way. He was like, so I'm not going to tell him that. And I was like, see, that's why I like this motherfucker, because he gets it, and I just felt like he was the most honest dude in the entire thing. But I want to know who burned down the alligator housing thing with all the tapes.
I think Joe did that shit.
I like Joe, but he totally did that shit.
I think Joe did that shit.
Because as soon as he found out that there was shit on there that they wanted that would incriminate him, and he got in an argument with that producer dude, it was over.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Like,
He's like, I own all this shit. So yeah. They said it's a documentary about that dude from his fall, from when he was like a big TV producer, because he was like on drugs and shit.
He looks like
it's a documentary about him.
He was kind of an asshole, really.
Yeah,
I thought. Marco, you really gotta watch this shit, dude. You would like it.
I don't know.
Please
Man.
give it.
It's got conspiracies in it.
There's huge conspiracy, dog. Big conspiracy, brother. Man,
different ones, like multiple conspiracies.
Everything.
That's one of them.
Everything
fucking Carol's husband.
Carol killing her husband, by the way. Everything lines up.
Yep.
With the power of attorney.
Why was the van just dropped off like by the planes? Like we're like, oh, let me just set this up.
I know, and then she goes, and then the director asked her. He goes, well, there was no plane records, so he never took off. She goes, yeah, well, he liked to fly illegally all the time.
His license was suspended the day after he got it. That's what she said like that. Like,
she's stupid, bro. Everything that they said she had an answer for, and to me, that is a habitual liar who will say anything to get out of like the situation, bro. Like, I can't believe
she was nuts.
Listen. I'm sorry, I got to interrupt you. If I had a choice between watching the Tiger King saga or doing the Tootsie slide, I choose to do the Tootsie slide. All right,
do both.
You really don't like it?
Do it while you watch it.
Oh shit, that's
Joe Exotic would do the Tootsie slide with you.
Damn, no, I don't know. I just don't. That shit doesn't interest me. I don't know why. It just doesn't.
You don't like?
I watch it.
Gay, gun-toting, meth-smoking tiger owners. Like that shit is a
I don't know.
anomaly.
It's wild.
It is. It's too fucking wild. It's not.
Wild.
It's fucking.
Big Cat Rescue.
I love it.
His green screen shit was so bad. I want to do bad. I want to get a green screen just to do bad green screen with. Like, it was so bad.
I'd rather watch live sports, dude. We didn't even talk about live sports and missing live sports, dude. Like,
dude, I'm super upset about it because it's a big part of my life, and my downtime I spend is on sports. My fantasy apps.
This is your time to get good enough, Jake. Practice
so I can get my
get
shot.
To the league. Yeah,
I'll
man.
be Alex Caruso 2.0.
Tell them to get you a 10-day contract with the Cavs. Go out there, smack a couple threes. They'll sign you on. We in there.
Play like some crazy lockdown defense.
Do an interview. Do an interview on All the Smoke. Go on All the Smoke podcast and plug our podcast. And we out there.
I was doing this podcast.
So when they cut you,
I became a player.
Once they cut you, then we'll be good.
Big story about an unheard walk-on player to the NBA. 3 weeks later, he turns out to be trash. But hey, at least I plugged my podcast.
Yeah. Now we got.
How many people say they played in the NBA, dude? Come on, man.
Hey, that would be really cool. But I'm telling you, man, all you gotta do is just get in there, be real good at defense, like a Patrick Beverly. Man, you'll get signed by somebody. You just lock down players that are like ballers. You just throw your body away basically to do it. Put your body on the fucking line. Some superstars won't do that shit because they're like, I'm a superstar.
Like, even them like shitty scoring defensive players in the NBA were like dogs in college and high school. Like, you got to be able to shit on somebody offensively. You might not be able to shit on these dudes, but if you're playing some like people below, you got to be able to like put up some numbers.
That's why you put them on. You get him with the surprise. You're playing great defense. Nobody passes me the ball. I'm not taking any shots. They're leaving me open for three in the corner. That's where I make my money.
I like Westbrook, man. That's what we were talking about, and you just said it. They don't put their bodies on the line, but dude, he balls out 100%.
That's why I like Westbrook. You know, not just to mention LeBron, but he's another guy who throws his body out there. You know, like you don't really see a lot of the.
That's like you can tell when somebody loves to play.
Yeah.
He does.
Those dudes love the game. Like
Westbrook, number one, dude. He really has that fire. You can tell. I feel bad for him.
LeBron.
He can't play with James Harden now.
I feel like Melo don't have it, honestly.
That's why I think to be the great, you have to love the game. Like, and that's just how it is. You can't.
I think a lot of dudes come in loving the game, and they be like, but they lazy. They kind of get to like, all right, I made it to the league. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna make my money.
A lot of money. Yeah.
But I ain't about to like bust my ass going to the gym, working out all extra and shit.
Well, also, man, I think people are like saying, you know, you don't want to hurt yourself too. You know, that's why you got to be in great shape. But I get it. You're worth millions and millions of dollars. Why risk it and fucking get hurt, get injured and shit like that? So that's why we have holdouts and all that shit. So I
ain't saying dive into the fucking stands for loose balls and shit, but like play
I appreciate
hard.
The players that do
play hard.
More.
You can still play hard without doing that, like without like risking serious injury, diving into the stands because it's just chairs right there. Yeah. I'm not diving into some fucking chairs to stop a ball from going out of bounds.
I mean, but in the big moment though, would you?
I mean, in the finals, sure.
No, not in the finals. What if it's like
no, only in the finals?
No, say it's 92
only game 7.
92-90, and it's fourth quarter, and it's not a playoff game, it's just a regular season game. You wouldn't go diving. There's only 10 seconds left. It's your last possession. You wouldn't go diving.
You're gonna hurt yourself. No.
You wouldn't dive.
Not to hurt yourself.
Not into the chairs. Like if you're diving to where you're not going to like actually go off the
dive
court
into the chairs and not get hurt.
I mean, of course you can, but I'm not about to risk that. But have you seen the NBA court? You know, it's like elevated off the ground.
Yes, of course.
Like
it ain't elevated like the WWE ring, bro. Like
no, it's like a couple feet, but you slide. Still, I'm not about to like. It's just no. I'm not about to slide off of that into some chairs. But I'll slide. Like if I'm not, as long as I stay on the court, I'll dive. I'm not about to dive off the court into some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You guys hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
I just my shit fucked up, but I'm good now.
So, okay, Eastern Conference Finals. 2 seconds left. Ball's going flying out of bounds. You got to grab that shit.
Elimination game?
Elimination game.
Yes. And the playoffs is different.
Non-elimination game. To win a game, to be up a game. Would you do it?
To be up a game? What's the series?
Oh my god!
Like who are we? All that shit goes into account. If it's like if I feel like we can easily beat these niggas, I'm not about to risk that.
No, you're playing
play next game.
You know what I'm saying? Eastern Conference Finals playing the Celtics, so they're rough and tough. You know, you got to beat them to get to the
like
finals.
Paul Pierce and KG in them.
No, I'm talking like today. Man, that's like a good team. I'm talking like today's Celtics. They're decent. You got like Jason Tatum. Like okay, but you're playing as like, you know, say you're on. Let's say the Hawks. Your next best player is fucking Trae Young. And the series is 3-1. No, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. How about this? You're down 3-1, and the ball's going out of bounds. You need to grab that shit. 5 seconds left.
So it's an elimination game. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But what if it's an elimination game for them? What if you're up 3-1? Would you do it or not?
No.
Not to just get rid of them.
No, because what if I get injured? Then you might not get like.
Marco, tell me you died for this ball, bro.
I wasn't even paying attention, to be quite honest. There's too many scenarios. Listen, there's too many stipulations. I couldn't keep track.
Look, I told you. The year 1996, you're playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. No.
Listen, I can only say right now my body is in that shape to do that, and I ain't gonna do it. If I was in tip-top shape and it was an important game, then okay, I'm gonna die, but I'm not risking myself. It's just like saying, would you throw yourself in front of a fucking 95 mile per hour pitch, and, just to get on base, but you might fucking hurt yourself.
I'm never doing that.
No, fuck that.
That's why I quit playing baseball. I got hit too many. As soon as that shit switched to overhand pitch, I got hit too many times. I charged the mound once. I'm like, no, I got ejected from a game.
Shit.
Little League.
What happened?
I charged the mound with the bat. What do you mean?
What? How old are you?
He hit me twice in the same game. The same pitcher hit me twice in the same hip
Oh.
in the same game.
Oh.
Shit, you swing at him or what?
No, I ain't make it to the mound. I got tackled.
Oh shit. Damn.
But yeah.
How old?
I was probably like 10 or 11. No, that shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts. It's a fucking baseball is a hard ass thing.
Hey, he wasn't even throwing 95-mile-per-hour balls.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, and it still hurts.
You hit me at 95 miles per hour. I'm reaching you with that bat, bro. Ain't nobody stopping me. I'm getting to that mound.
So do you guys think that Westbrook is a fool then for putting his body on the line all the time?
No, he's just passionate.
He knows how to control his body, and
that too. Westbrook, he like know how to like. He like a fucking stunt man. Like
It's that mental. It's that mental.
No, like it's like there's an art of falling. You can know how to fall.
It's just it's everything. Hand-eye coordination. It's body strength.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's drive. It's everything, dude. It is what it is. You know.
Yeah. And he part ant. You know, he like an ant. So like ants.
He does look like a little or a dinosaur. He looks like a dinosaur.
No, he like an ant from like Ant's Life.
Chris
like,
Bosh looks like a dinosaur.
He like a rapper. He like a rapper for real.
Oh shit.
That's funny. Hey, you never introduced the show.
Yeah, no. It's different though.
We never do.
Yeah, like the past 4 or 5 we ain't introduced.
You could splice that in too, couldn't you? You could just like do it right now and then splice that right into the front. Then no one would know.
Yeah, it's not the same. I just pointed out at the end. Yeah, that was episode 19. Actually, COVID-19 of the No HR podcast. We'd like to thank our guest, Marco DiCoco. It's me, Rob Cornelius, Jake Reed, Leo and Jacama been in and out, but you know, it's remote. It's weird. This is our first successful one. Yeah, Jake was off 1 minute.
Dude, that kid would not let me put him down, bro. Every time I put him down, he just started screaming. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes he just gets in the moods, bro. He don't want me to do nothing but hold him.
Yeah. You're his bitch.
That's it. I am, bro. I am. That's funny.
Yeah, everybody have a good weekend. We may, be back with another podcast sooner than later, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy quarantine.
Boys.
Yep.
Take it easy.